In my last video, I talked about things teenagers worry about that don't matter as much as later in life. But today, I want to talk about the other side of that conversation. Because if teenagers are worrying so much, we need to ask a deeper question. What do teenagers actually need? And why are so many of them not getting it? This video is for teenagers who feel misunderstood, young adults still healing from how they were treated, and parents who genuinely want to do better. This is not about blame, it's about understanding. Welcome. If this is your first time of seeing me, hello, this is Ugochi Pemo, and in this channel we discuss little things that makes life better, easier, and gentle. So do well to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on the comment section, and also share this video to other kids. The number one thing we're going to talk about is teenagers need to feel heard, not fixed. Let's start here because this is very big. When teenagers speak, adults often do one of two things. They either interrupt nor rush to fix the problem. But many teenagers are not asking for solutions, they are asking for space. A space to be heard. A teenager says, I am tired, I am overwhelmed, I don't like school. And the response that an adult or his parents gives her, he or she is, you will be fine, it's not that deep. When I was at your age, I do so and so. And after saying that, do you know what the teenager actually heard? The teenagers heard interpret it as, your feelings are not important. Teenagers are still learning how to name emotions and manage emotions. When we dismiss those emotions, they don't disappear, they go inward. Teens, I want you to know that your feelings are valid even when they're messy. And to parents, listening is not agreeing, is respected. The second thing is that teenagers need safe space to fail. Many teenagers grow up believing, if I fail, I disappoint everyone. And that belief is very, very heavy. In real life scenario, a teenager fails a test, or messes up, or makes a bad decision. Instead of guidance, they get shame, yelling, and comparison. So next time, they try to hide those feelings and failures. They don't just hide it, they lie, and they stop trying. Most teenagers will stop trying. Fear does not teach responsibility. Safety does. When a teenager feels safe to fail, feels safe enough to express his or herself to you, either as a parent, guardian, or elder, they learn accountability, they learn problem solving, they learn readiness. So to teens, I want you to understand that failure does not cancel your worth. To parents, correction works better without humiliation. Teenagers need honest conversation. Let's talk about this honestly. Many adults avoid difficult topics with teenagers. Topics like mental health, peer pressure, relationships, identity, or most times they only talk about them using fear. But the problem with fear-based talks is that fear creates silence, and silence creates secrecy. Teenagers will still learn, but maybe not just from safe sources. So a better approach is honest conversation. Honest conversation that sounds like, let's talk about this. Ask questions. You won't be in trouble for being honest. Teenagers are curious, not reckless. So when curiosity meets honesty, wisdom grows. The fourth thing is that teenagers need emotional validation. This one is subtle but powerful. Validation does not mean encouraging bad behavior, agreeing with everything. Validation means saying, I see how this feels for you. Example, instead of you overreacting, try, I can see why that hurts. That one sentence can change everything. Why this matters? Invalidated emotion often grow into suppressed anger, anxiety, low self-esteem, low self-worth. To teens, your emotions are information, not weakness. And to parents, validation builds emotional intelligence. I want you to acknowledge that feelings need acknowledgement, not CSAM. Teenagers need patience during identity formation. Teenagers are not inconsistent. They are experimenting. 1 week, they like something. Next week, they don't. That's not confusion, that's discovery. Identity forms through trying, changing, questioning. When adults demand permanence too early, teenagers learn to suppress exploration. Teens, you are allowed to evolve, and to parents, growth looks messy before it looks clear. In conclusion, if teenagers had more listening, more patience, more emotional safety, they would worry less naturally. This video is not saying adults are failing, it's saying we can do better together. If you're a teenager watching this, you are not difficult, you are developing. If you are a parent, your effort matters more than perfection. If this video helped you, I would like you to share it with someone who needs it. And if you have not seen the first part of this video, go and check the first part of this video. You see 7 things you don't have to worry about as a teenager, and things that I worried about that are not even necessary. So thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.